Hey everybody, welcome to Harmon Renovations. I'm Aaron and we're back on another day of working on the house. I'm bouncing around doing a little bit of everything, so it might not be a full day on the house because I've got a truck video I gotta make, but we're getting after it. So it's like middle of the day now. A lot of work's gotten done. I got my grass cut first thing. Pops has been over here cleaning up. He was doing some other stuff before he came over, and Art has been busting his butt, and he's gotten all of the electrical moved for my move from there to here that I told you about at the end of the last video. Pops already got all the rest of the planks cut for the ceiling, and now he's got planks cut to start going up this wall, because we need to go up the wall so we can get all these boxes closed in so that Art can put the outlets and stuff on them, and then that'll be done. So got those pieces. I'm gonna start throwing those up. They should be a little bit easier than the ceiling because I don't have to reach over my head the whole time. But yeah, so we're gonna work our way up that wall, get it knocked out. It's gonna be a couple different lengths and whatnot, so it's kind of gonna be a pain in the butt on Pops for his cutting devices, but we'll get it done. So I'm gonna start throwing that wall together. We'll see what kind of trouble we get into next.
Behind you. Oh, looks like you know what you're doing.
Don't help them get the wrong idea. just making it up as I go.
Yeah, I know. I kind of like the rough brown part and the white part too.
I do too. I'm thinking about just
leaving it alone and put clear over the top of
yeah.
it.
That's what I was gonna say. Get like a matte clear so it's not shiny.
Yeah.
Leave the dirty handprints and everything on it and just clear over it.
Need me to hold that down, or
I might be able to get it after I start the screw.
I'm sure we can find an eraser to get it off. So.
Or a little touch of paint. Made it easy. Love it when a plan comes together. Even when it's not planned. Is that even down there?
No, it's too far over now.
Get better?
Yep. Need me to hold it? Try not to get too close to the camera.
That's not down all the way. Look in the end, see where it lines up. This is down now. Alright. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna call it a productive day. We got that whole wall done and our whole ceiling. Obviously, once we get the other walls done, we'll trim it out. That's why it's not perfect, but I'm super stoked about it. I like it. You may be wondering, I gotta trim that back, but you may be wondering why I stopped that wall right there. And it's because my drain and my washer machine box, valve box, is going to be right here. And I got to do all that plumbing right there. So I just did it up to here so that, because I need to hang my hot water heater. And that way we can come back and fill this little bit in. And you'll never see it because it'll be behind the washing machine. So washing machine's basically gonna butt up right to the back of the shower, and it plugs in here Like I said, the water hookups in the drain are going to be here. This is going to be our dryer plug. Our dryer is going to sit here, and we're going to have our hot water heater up here, and it's going to wire in right there. So I did get what I wanted to make my shower surround. It's not exact, but it's same premise. So I really wanted to do old, like galvanized, rusted metal roofing. Well, I found a couple pieces, but it wasn't enough, so I'm saving them for another project. We'll tell you about that when we get to it. But for right now, I did find some metal roofing for my shower surround. That's what we're going to use. That's probably the next thing that'll go up, so then we can run our wood on the other walls to it. But there's a couple things we got to do before we put it up to make it right. But here it is. It still looks aged. I've pressure washed this. Like, this has been steam cleaned with Simple Green. Some of that stuff on it, sawdust from cutting in here. But it's got marks on it. It's got imperfections. It's got a few dents. It fits me right. So that's going to go from right here around to here. Then we'll go back to the tongue and groove for the rest of this wall. I have not decided what I'm going to do for this little partial yet, because I don't want to put the metal roofing on there, because then it won't be flat for my valve to sit in unless I kind of do some modifications to it. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I might just get a panel that kind of matches the rest of the bathroom to put on there. Heck, I might tongue and groove it and polyurethane the crap out of it, which could be what happens. It actually doesn't sound that bad. So I'm going to put some thought into it. I might run it by some buddies, but it is after dinner time. And if y'all have seen me on video, you know I don't miss no dinner. So we are going to call it quits for the night. It is 0 dark 30. And I'm going to go home and eat. I don't know if I'm going to be working here tomorrow or working over in Studio 2 on a truck. Most likely Studio 2 on a truck, because I need to get a video going over there. But either way, there'll be more content coming on this, and it's most likely going to be in this bathroom. We're going to see what we can get done. So I'll be back. All right, I'm back. And I did a video over in Studio 2 on a truck. And then yesterday I came over here and I worked on the bathroom all day long, but it was just more of what I've already filmed, so I didn't bother filming anything for you guys. But all the tongue and groove in the whole bathroom is done, except for this little spot right here. And as you can see, I got a drain pipe for the washing machine. In that box is the washer box where the valves and stuff to hook the washing machine up are going to be. And then obviously I'm not going to run the tongue and groove around the shower. This bath and tub surround is going to be this roofing metal, which I believe I've already showed you. So today we are going to get that metal up. We're going to get the washer box put in. We're going to get some more plumbing ran. We'll get our hot water heater moved to in here. And should be a good day. I'm trying to finish the bathroom, everything but the toilet, because my plumber friend's supposed to come over and help me. We're moving the toilet. I've got the old one out. It was underneath that bag that's keeping me from getting nasty old wax ring all over myself. And if you don't remember, the toilet faced this way. We're going to turn the toilet around and put it here so it faces this way. And we got a new toilet, but that means we have to move the drain, which we needed to move anyways, because we were going to replace it anyways, because it's only a 3-inch and it should be a 4. So my plumber friend's supposed to help me out with that and moving that. And then once that's moved, then I can put the floor in here. Maybe I need to put the floor in here now and then do that. I'll have to ask him. I'm really not sure. But shower surround, plumbing, hot water heater, figure out that we got our sink and our vanity that got to go here. That's today's project. So let's get to it and see how far we make it. All right, we're back and do a little bathroom tour. Things may look a little bit different. And honestly, I'm not 100% sure where I left off with you guys. So I'm gonna go through everything that I'm doing. And if I've already done it, then we'll do some constructive editing. But everything on the ceiling's done. All the walls are done, except for over here. But you may notice I've got water lines from my sink. Toilet's gone. Holes patched. Got in a water line for where my toilet's gonna be now. I've got water lines for my bathtub and my shower, and water lines for my washer and dryer, or for my washer. And I've got my hot water heater. And if you come over here, I've got water and drain for the kitchen sink. That is about a day and a half's worth of work, maybe just a day's worth of work, running all those water lines. We turn the water onto the house. There's no leaks. Everything is good. Obviously, this still needs to be wired in there to have hot water. And you may notice there's no drain here. That goes through the floor, but there's nothing underneath it. So that's what I'm getting ready to start now, which I'm not going to be able to film because it's all going to be underneath the house, and I barely fit underneath there, so I can't take you with me. But before I do that, I got a roll of plastic to, you may have already seen it, I'll pan around here in a second. I got a roll of plastic to use as a moisture barrier for my shower surround. The roll of plastic is more than enough to do this, what I'm doing. So I have one more piece that I haven't done yet. I'm gonna put that up there. And then I'm gonna use that roll of plastic to put underneath the house to crawl on, so I'm not crawling through damp mud. So I'm gonna show you guys, I'll put that last piece of plastic up. It's really not anything impressive, just putting it up there and stapling it. And then we'll come back, and when we go to put the metal up, we'll tape the seams. Probably don't need to be done. I've got a big overlap, but once again, I'd rather do it and have everything be good. So I'm gonna set you guys up. We're gonna put that last piece of plastic in, and then next time you see me, we'll be putting metal up here in the shower. All right. Nice and simple. Just my rough measurement. We can overlap this a long ways because we don't need hardly any of it, so. piece of plastic up. All we got to do now is trim it a little bit. And just trim it a little bit and we'll be ready to put our metal up. In the meantime, like I said, I'm going to take a break from indoor activities so that I can go do out underneath the house activities. And yeah, so I'm gonna go do that. When I get done with that, I'll come back and we're gonna start working on some other stuff. Alright, like I mentioned, my dad even asked me, Pops just asked me, do you really think you need to tape that? Probably not. Did I really need to put the plastic up here in the first place? Probably not, but I'm just doing the best job I can do to not have my house rot out behind the scenes. If this helps even a little bit, then it's worth it. Alright, I'm just going to go around the outside where I don't need plastic with a razor blade and trim it all, and then we'll bring the metal in and get started with it.
Looks like we almost know what we're doing, huh?
Yeah, you say that right as it gets stuck.
Yeah, I know, but we probably measured before we put the ceiling.
No, we didn't. That ceiling was already there. It's just a really big fit. It's got to come over like perfectly even. Or not.
Can you put the back in and then bend it a little bit and then push it in the middle?
Scratch the crap out of them on your still. Guess we can just do it like that. thought you had it over, that's why I put screw in it. Is it over or no? Good as it's gonna get.
We've got a little gap here, but you probably have trim on there, right?
Yeah. Hitting something right there that's not letting it go back. It's like a tall spot in the metal or something. This might not be a good idea. Now I'm getting irritated. Alright guys, I'm gonna see how far I can keep going, but video wise, but the camera battery is dead, so I'm going to do what I can, film, and it'll be what it is. So, all right, got another piece in. You guys have kind of seen what I'm doing. I'm gonna go ahead and shut you off, keep putting this up so I don't kill the camera battery, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. All right, we got it in there. All it's lacking is caulking. Obviously I got to caulk around the outside edges, top and bottom. In the corner I'm gonna have to caulk where the panels came together. Well, mainly this one because I had to cut it and it didn't lay on there real nice. These, I don't even know. Right there is where it came together. Right there is where it came together. I don't think I'll have to caulk those. Those will be fine. And then we've got screw holes that were already in the metal that we'll have to go back and caulk. So it's really coming together. I'm happy. Still have to finish the tongue and groove there. I'm gonna run tongue and groove here. I already put a top piece on here, which is gonna be the finishing touch. You can't really see because I got it covered in crap. But I'm gonna put a face plate on this that's gonna come out as far as the tongue and groove and whatever I put on this. Got my drains run. All my drains are run. So I can patch up this floor right here, which means we can start putting the flooring in, which Pops already has all the flooring ready to go. I'll show you what it is when we get ready to put it in. But the camera's about to die. The camera operator's about to die. And it's time for us to go home, get some rest, get something to eat. So, bathroom is almost done. A little bit of wiring. Sink just needs to be hooked up. Toilet needs a little work. And I got to finish up some trimming, walls and trimming, and put the floor in. That'll be on the next video. So, hope you guys are enjoying these home renovation videos. And that's all I got for right now. I can barely stand up. So thank you guys so much for watching. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you next time.